Okie dokie. I'm in the new system, and actually if I hadn't gone to here by default, we would be here. I'm just recording, and you won't necessarily see that, but this new system is called the Navigator, and it's a new system that Meta is moving towards that is a bit more spatial. You will actually get a welcome to Navigator when you first come in, and you'll notice it's got information up the top, to the left, to the right is pages if you're moving up and down. Of course, you can use left and right hands on all of these. The one we were discussing, particularly today, is to make sure that you're in the right position. It's generally done if you actually rotate your hands. You will see when they go blue and you're facing away from you. These are different to the colors in AdLife that you'll get a contextual menu here, and at Meta you can actually switch these over if you, and I believe we've switched it over. So if you actually click your fingers once, it will make that menu go away, and that's the way for making this come. If you got it set up the opposite way, you'll get that, but you would need to see the one with the meta menu, which I believe we switched to your left. And then you can see all the activities. There is a quick controls here, and you can also do it in settings, but I'll go to quick controls, and this is what you would expect to see within volume, and you basically just pinch. So in your case, you can go to the brightness, which will make everything much brighter or lower. And this is what we've been discussing, is if you're in the wrong position, even though AdLife will reposition you, you have to have at least some kind of boundary in a room, and it will seek the room. It's getting a little bit confused as I was lying down, adjusting. The most important thing is it can find the ground. And so what we will do in this case is we're going to switch to stationary. It puts a circle around you, and actually you can ignore this other part, because what will happen next is I'm going to choose my own boundary, switch to stationary, and I guess, okay, it's sped up the process. It's found the floor, it's happy. And I just wanted to check that, even though it says boundary off, it's fine. The other way you can go is if you went here, settings, and I believe in here they will have environment setup, boundary, and then you can create a new boundary. You can do things like set floor level if you're not happy with it, but you should be fine where you were, and this will drop this. I sometimes find this a nicer method. Just confirm that I've got the right floor height. I can once again create a new boundary here, and then I can choose my own boundary. I can choose stationary, which means I'm not walking around, and then it will ask me to do that again. These are a few different methods of doing exactly the same thing. The newer method, like I said, is this is the kind of older menu method. The new one is floating around you, and it's right here. I don't need to do that 3 times. I just wanted to show you. It's always here for you. This is a reset view, and if you click it, it'll wait 3 seconds. If I look over here, it'll jump here, or if I could do that with my hand on the right, if I actually squeeze and it goes around, it'll jump here. There's many different ways, and the norm is to put it on definitely reset. If you're in a new position, do a new boundary, and now you actually go to this channel 9 menu, and you would go to the orb shift, mind and body, and now it knows where my floor is, where I'm sitting in a safe zone. you should be able to see the room. We always have
Welcome to Add Life, Mind and Body.
That's expected. So people look at what's happening. And you will then go touch your orb. It's very rare that anything should move close to you. It's very important that you put your hands at the right location
put
here.
your wrist on the edge
Usually on the edge of a table,
hands
but you
pointing
can simulate
forward.
a table.
This will find the most
It'll draw a
convenient
line
reach location for you.
between your hands.
Touch the tick if you are happy, or the cross to try again.
Left.
Use
I
the
wanted
inner
my
buttons to
main
rotate the
center to be
table
here.
slightly, or if you
I
need
can
it to be
move
far
right.
left or right, please press the outside buttons to
In
move
this case,
30
I wouldn't mind
centimeters left or
adjusting
right.
it. I could actually just touch this one and it'll rotate a little. I might even do one more of them. This is just for super fine tuning, and I go, yes, I'm happy. And then it would use this as my tabletop. If I want to, well, actually, this, I'll show you the login, which will now give you the 4-digit code that you can use with your app, and I will show you that independently. And you can go back, and then you can, in this case, use as guest, but I'll also introduce you to the switch menu, which allows you to switch these two. That being, I can now access scenes here and sounds there, and it was the opposite. If I want to go into a photo, I just touch it and I'm there. And if I want to go out, the bottom one is scene off. And if I want to change the music, I can change this like that. And once again, I can, if I just wanted to use them on the side of me, I could go music off or random music. Oh, it's a bit too random. Okay. This button here is if you do have, switch it again. If you do have a scene turned on, so let's try video of the ocean. If I press this, I will actually be able to see lightly my feet through there. It just gives you a chance to see the table. A bit more obvious when the room is bright. And you press it again, you'll notice that it has 2 circles now. And we're back to being the scene. I'll use as a guest or login. What happens if you log in with the guest is that it will either log in as you, or have your name, or log in as a demo user. And you can do something like an assessment, like a circuit, or a single activity. The circuit goes like this. Group A is the only one available, I think. And circuit A1, don't touch the test circuit, just this one for the moment. And if you are doing the assessment, which I just want to show you, it's going to go scene off. I'll go here. I'll go reach from.
Reach assessment. This activity is designed for arm reach and coordination.
And it will tell you what to do.
Reach out and touch the stars. More will appear and you can continue to touch them. Some may be out of reach, but don't worry, you are not expected to reach them all. Please do stand up or move and just enjoy the experience. Get ready. Great. Let's begin.
Alright, so now these stars will appear, and this is how you can do your mini exercise. You just touch them and they pop. Plus, you can use your hand on the table, and it will actually show you how far each hand is reaching in 3 dimensions. It goes for 51 seconds. about a minute and a half in total, but as you can see, you can still see the room. You still have access to, for example, to be in the Amazon or to be in Minecraft world if you really want. Or this one goes back to the main room and you're here again. And at the end of this, you will get an assessment, which I'll just finish. 21. At the end of this will actually come up here. We can actually have a look at it briefly. Bing! Bing! Alright. So that's our report. We can have a look. You can see we've reached 30 centimeters up with my left hand and 19 centimeters up with a 133 degree angle, so about 40 degrees above straight. Touch to go back. And your menu should appear and you can keep going.
Great work, you can see your movement ability in the chart. Daily exercise keeps you happy and healthy.
And it's Tuesday and I've done exercise on a Tuesday. That's it for now. Once again, once you've calibrated your table, you shouldn't recalibrate. Everything should be very stable. To close, you would usually do this, but if it's around the other way, tap. And then you go, there we go. It's a new menu system, it'll just pop up and go quit. Mind and body, quit. Okay, and then I'm back here with my menu and I'm just going to turn off the recording.